So quick top-down analysis. Let's actually start from the daily. Here we have it. So what we got is, again, a triangle, red, sell, green, buy. It's just a little guideline, triangles for you guys that know triangles. And then we've got our big trend line here. You know, this is the general theme, which is bullish, right? Now, I've said already I'm interested in 5,000. Now, I'm looking at daily and I can see that as we called bearish. Now, in order for me to basically go short again, to target my 5k, this is what I'm going to need to see. Right, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to need to see. I need it to come back up here. Now, that white line, I'm actually going to go to the 4 hour. No, tell a lie. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. And let's see what that is, given that if this is a low. So let's look at the retracement. I need to sort out the colors. There you are. Is it in line with anything? Nope, it isn't. It isn't. Okay, fair enough. Now, maybe it means the bottom will need to be okay. Well, fibs might not work here if this is actual, but if this is actually a bottom. So, what does that mean? It just means fibs is probably not gonna work on this occasion. Now, cool. Let's have a look at how else we could look at it. So this is off the script. This is off the rip. This is how I do it. Exactly how what I'm showing you though is exactly how I do things. So I might be like, all right, cool. Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay. That needs to go now. Okay, maybe it could come up here. I've already done that. It doesn't line up with anything. Yeah, the closest thing it lines up with so that was on the daily. That white line came from that daily wick. I'm still gonna keep that daily wick there, right? We go to the 4 hour. Now I've got a zone here where I'm comfortable to sell. 78. Here you are. That zone right here. Now let's delete that. So that's the 78. So the line, the bottom of the box, the rectangle is 78. The top is the wick. So we no longer need this fibs anymore. We know what we're targeting. Given this is the low. Now we can see here it's kind of like wicked out this wick. So there could be some sort of upwards momentum, false momentum perhaps, maybe. Is the market going to travel all the way up here? This will be a great zone because it's in line with this trend line and this downward slope. So this zone here where the X is will be beautiful, but it will need to go up there quite quickly. So I'm presuming it might travel like that. It'll still be good enough. That's if we're looking at shorts, right? That's what I'm looking at. And because once we get to 5,000, I'm looking for longs. Now let's actually look at if we was to buy from here, 15 minutes. What would that look like? Okay, you don't see nothing there. Let's look at the 5 minutes. Is there any sort of imbalances? Now, I'm gonna need a close above this zone if I'm going to buy. I will need a close above this zone. It hasn't closed. I'm gonna need a close above this zone, because if it doesn't close above this zone here, I can't target anything. There's nothing for me to really even target. I can't see any sort of entry block. So realistically, if anything, this is perhaps going down. And the reason why it's probably going down is because people, let's look at it now. People are selling, their stops will be here. This is where their stops will be. People that are selling, they'll be selling downwards. That looks like it's taking people out. So if I'm going to continue my sales, if I am, it would look like this. It would look like that. It would definitely look like that. There you are. We've seen that's the liquidity grab. That's the liquidity grab, the manipulation. And I think I would need to see free formation red candles for me to feel comfortable, and then a retest back up there, and then a short position around here. Quite tight. I'll put it just there. On this wick here, you can see it. Just in case it does try to spike this out, because it can do that. It will try to catch the smarter traders. So 60 pips stop loss, and then bring it back down to perhaps here, not on the wicks, but around here, and that's a 5-1. So yeah, let's see. That's if I do get 3 red candles on the 3 minutes, then I'm doing that. If not, then it's invalid. It will need to break out first. Break out of this 3 red candles. Look, see, it's as we're speaking, it's not even doing what it wants to do. But that's what will need to happen for me to feel comfortable on such a small time frame. But as for shorts, let's have a look at the 2-hour. Yeah, no shorts are for me. I'm out of the market. It's Friday tomorrow anyways. But yeah, that's a quick catch up on gold and how I look to get back into the market of gold. I could take this small little short setup here, which I don't know if I'll take unless I see what I'm seeing. Or the market will need to perhaps maybe drop a bit again, clean out these areas, spike out these areas, then start to climb up to these zones of interest in order for me to take a sell. Now it would be good, because if it does come back, if it doesn't give me my shorts and it just goes up, then comes down, and then goes up, it could be in line with maybe this trend line, or you could spike the trend line and come back in. So we'll see.